After talking about cheesecakes in the last pricing nugget, in this pricing nugget we talk about chocolate. In general, if you are selling consumables products in different sizes, for example, you are having this kind of box of chocolate in this size and you have another box like this size, you would like to present the larger box as much bigger than the smaller one to make the price-value relationship more favorable towards the bigger box size. In this case, how should you frame box sizes and box size differences? We will find out. You're selling products in two different box sizes. Either these products are from the same product line and these are essentially the same products in different sizes, small and large, or you position a larger box versus a competitor's offer in a smaller box. How do you present the larger box as much bigger than the smaller one? What you could do, you could look at the box. This one has 95 grams. This one has 200 grams, so it's 200 grams versus 95 grams. And you remember there is a numerosity effect, meaning the larger number appears larger. So grams are pretty high numbers. Let's take these. But luckily you joined me today in this pricing nugget. Researchers found that customers perceive quantities as larger if they can count the content, similar to these pieces of chocolate. So instead of framing it as 95 grams, you could 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, still complete and still close. Versus the other one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 versus 16. So the numbers are much smaller, like 8 versus 16 instead of 95 versus 200 grams. But customers perceive these quantity differences as much larger because counting helps them to imagine the process of consumption, for example, and gives them a larger quantity difference perception. What does it mean for us? If you can discretize the content of your products and your box sizes, you should do it. Similar to sugar cubes versus sugar powder. In sugar cubes, it is much easier to evaluate the differences in quantity versus a pile of sugar, for example. I have a bonus idea. It has not been mentioned in the paper, but assume you are selling bundles, like 2 boxes of this piece of chocolate. And you could frame it, hey, buy 1, get 2. You could do it, right? And you refer to the number of boxes. But it might be more favorable if you refer to the number of units that you are selling. So instead of get 2 by 1, get 16 when buying 8. So if you bundle up, you shouldn't refer to the number of single boxes in the bundle, but to the total number of units. That's my hypothesis. That should be more effective in your promotions. I hope I leave you today with a new spark of inspiration. If you seek more inspiration on pricing and psychological pricing, join me at pricingnuggets.com. See you there.